And we're live. We are ready to go in. It's the new league on the general in the building. You could have been anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world. We are so thankful that you came here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, first, second, third, fourth, fifth cousins, your grandmamas, your grandpas, your aunties, your uncles, your pets, the trees. We're bringing all the nature in here. The moon, the stars, the aliens, everything. You are here with us. And for that, we highly appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in to Di-RRec Gaming. We are going to cover a lot of topics today. You know, man, General, I've been in the process of moving, so it's been kind of slow for me this week, but I am very excited to be back, my dear friend.
Yes,
man,
sir.
It's good to have you. It's good to have you, man. The 1-2 punch, the dynamic duo, Malice and Pusha T, the Batman and Robin. Hey, man. Hey, man, the two boxing gloves, Southpaw conventional, you know, the 1-2 combo, whatever you want to call us, man. But it's all good, man. We here, we brothers to the end. We salute the Xbox Live community and all the real gamers out there that keep participating in our shows. And we're going to get to it, y'all. So thank you all once again for coming in. General, there's a lot of stuff been going on this week, man. And it's a lot to cover, man. I've been laughing. Some of the stuff is just ridiculous. And it's just a lot of things that, Microsoft, it just seems like to me, man, that Microsoft knows what they're doing, man. It's to me, they finally see the reactions to what's being played and demonstrated. And you got to think that they know this type of stuff, man. The way they're building up their hype is beautiful, right? They're painting a beautiful picture because they're expecting the hate, man. They got to know it by now. I mean, by now, it's you just got to know it by now.
Exactly.
So what they say, man, that sometimes bad press is good press.
That's what Easy said. That's what Easy said. Yes, sir.
That's it. Sometimes bad press is good press because it's hard press, right? When you understand that people are going to hate. So you play off of that. And when you play off of that, what's being done is people are talking. They got your brand all in their mouth. And as long as they got your brand all in their mouth, sometimes that means you're winning.
Yep.
Microsoft right now with Xbox doesn't need any kind of slowdown time when it comes to gaming topics. Whatever it is, keep that Xbox in your mind. Keep it coming out of your mouth. Whatever we have to do, keep it coming out of your communities, because as time reveals itself, and as we get closer and closer to this mega dome of games called Gamepass. I mean, this dome is so huge right now, it's not even making any sense, man. And as we get, as we get closer to this Xbox Series X, my brother, it's getting ridiculous. You can see the tension, man, and any kind of leak, any kind of spill, any kind of hazardous material that may fall upon the ground, people are scooping it up. But I gotta commend the Twitter team. The Twitter team out here is ridiculous, General. They hold it fast, man. They hold it fast. They're doing a good job at defending what they know. The legacy of Xbox right now is it's in a good time. It's at a great place. And we are going to go into a realm of gaming as far as console wise at a level that we've never hit before. I don't see how that could be negative at all. Like it's mind-boggling when you think that once again Microsoft has pushed the envelope, right? To the point where Right.
They almost tore it. They tearing it apart.
That's facts. That's facts. And up to a point where when you think about it, there's some TVs out here that are capable of having you decent right now. If you go out there and you spend a couple grand, you might even be lucky enough to spend under $2,000 to catch a TV, at least from a 55-inch standpoint, to where it can hold you at least through the beginnings of this great next generational forecast.
Yeah, 55 or more. Yeah, definitely. Yep.
But the fact that there's newer TVs that have not even came out yet. I mean, I don't think I've ever remembered a time in at least the last 5 years where TVs didn't fully come out in 2020. Like, it's at a halt. Well, considering the coronavirus as well. But when you think about it, it's the technology, man, because gaming is influencing so hard that everything wants to be touched by it, especially in the electronic space, right?
Exactly.
So you got these TVs that are going to come out in the future, and they want to be made specifically for a gaming audience. And if you did your good shopping, if you already did some good shopping, then you got some TVs that are going to be future proof, and they'll upgrade as you go, which is a good decision as well. But for the most part, we're sitting here and we're like, we want to put the pieces together. When I get the Xbox Series X, I want to be able to have the right TV that I want, of course, the right console, and then putting those two together, right? I want the best experience because I don't want to go in the next generation lagging anywhere. I want to at least be able to meet my requirements to know that, hey, I'm playing at the next generational level. I want to experience.
But New Legal, just know that, whatever TV you got, you haven't had this much power in a console before, and you haven't had ray tracing, and you haven't had 12 teraflops, you haven't had, VSS, variable, shading and mesh shading and all these new factors. So the machine itself, Series X, is gonna definitely make your TV. It's gonna make your TV young Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna definitely, you're gonna be spinning, with an afro. You know what I'm saying? Like the TVs are gonna finally be able to do their jobs because the power that's coming with the Series X is gonna be absolutely bananas, man. You know what I mean? And if you got a TV from, I would say, 2019, definitely, 220 going on right now, you should be good. I mean, because there's a lot of stuff coming in that's going to be 120 frames per second, and that's going to be something that no other consoles will be able to do. But continue, sir.
Right, man. It's going to be a great time to just be an Xbox gamer. It's crazy right now how we already got 22 games in the bag that we know are future proof. We already know they've been given to us. They've been shown to us, and we're just waiting for those games to drop. As of right now, Game Pass has some good games to play right now. All kind of different styles for you to get into. And the one that's really grabbed my attention is the Carry On game. That game right there. Yeah. That game right there, I can't do nothing but salute to it. If you play, what's the other one? Grounded. Grounded just came. So people are playing Grounded. And then it's the other one, the Alien. The one, what is it? What is the Alien game? I forgot the name of it. Y'all help me out. There's an Alien game. Yeah, well, you have to buy it. Y'all help me out. What was it? I had it on the tip of my tongue. But it's 3 of these games. Hold on, I'll get it in a minute. But it's 3 of these games right here that I think are the best as far as your experience right now. We got 3 good games. These games are good games. They're not like, something that you're going to play and you're going to be bored on it. These games actually hold their weight.
And don't forget,
right now, I'm looking it up right now.
Don't forget Yakuza Kiwami 2. If you're a fan of the Yakuza series,
Yeah, here it
that
is.
just dropped in Game Pass. So yeah, so definitely.
Right.
And then,
You're right.
still
The
shout out to the
Carry-On.
Messenger. Shout out to the Messenger.
Yeah.
If you haven't played that incredible game, definitely download that in Game Pass. The Messenger. Another great one is Observation. That is
Right.
that's like a sci-fi thriller. Where
Right.
you actually play the AI on a rocket ship, a NASA like spaceship going through a crisis. So there's just so many different games and so many different varieties. You know what I mean? So many. So yeah, so that's basically, you know what I mean, as far as what it is. So I mean, that's what Game Pass is, man. Game Pass is variety, innovation, thinking forward. They want everybody to play games, So
That's
that's
right.
exactly what it is.
That's right. No, it's Carry On, Destroy All Humans, the Messenger in the new Yakuza game. That's
Oh
exactly
yeah,
right.
yeah. Destroy Humans is the remaster.
Yeah, Destroy
Yeah,
All
definitely.
Humans.
Yeah, that's a fun game.
Right. That game right there, I've been switching between that one and Grounded. And I've been having a great time. Oh, and Carry On. I've been switching between all three of those games.
Yeah,
So
Carry On is really good. Yeah.
yeah, man. The variety is excellent. You can get involved with game. And like I said, for the Carry On, that's the one I'm talking about the most, because that's the game that I had to go to Game Pass and just kind of search around and try to find my interest. And when I actually played it, I said, man, this game right here is really good.
See?
It
That's
moves
exactly what
fast
it
and
is.
moves smooth too.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, man. It's just innovative. It's different. You being this science experiment, this blob, type creature, but man, the evil that you could turn into, man. Woo! Eating
Right.
people and breaking through vents and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. On top of all that great news, right? When it's considering gaming,
Right.
another aspect is the 120 frames per second. We got the list. It is crazy right now that Microsoft is putting it gaming above everything right now. They're really pushing it, y'all. They're really pushing it, and you got to give respect where respect is due. I mean, we got Dirt 5, Exomecha, Gears 5, Halo Infinite multiplayer, Metal Hellslinger, Ori and the Will of Wisp, Orphan in the Machine, Second Extinction. All these games right here, 120. You at this point, how can that be a bad thing? How can any of that stuff be a bad thing? At this point, it
Bad
can't be.
thing because nobody else's console or nobody else's platform is doing it. You know what I'm saying? We have these conversations. It's because Microsoft is doing it. It's a problem. Because
Right.
Microsoft is doing it. It's a problem. Because Microsoft got games coming now. It's a problem. Every little narrative that y'all tried to spin, they just shutting y'all up one by one. And now you want to start with the Halo Craig memes and all this other stuff, which actually Phil Spencer finds funny. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, no other platform is doing this, man. And it's a problem because Microsoft is doing it. That's all it is. That's the whole theme that's going on right now because Microsoft is doing it. Microsoft is doing something totally different.
Right. The joining of mobile, the joining of PC along with console is revolutionary to me, man. I don't see any problem with anybody experiencing some of the games that I experience on Xbox. That to me is mind-boggling. Like, hey man, it's a great game. It's fun. I'm glad you're able to play the game. You're on PC, and that's what you have. Then if you're experiencing some of these great Xbox games, more power to you.
Yeah, that's Phil Spencer's vision. He wants you playing Grounded with somebody on PC, and then another character in Grounded is playing on their tablet or they're playing on their phone through xCloud. That's his vision, man. And I always say it, man. It's the new guard. This is the old guard. And I'm sorry that old guard is looking kind of draconian right now, man. It's looking kind of Microsoft is so looking into the future that it's spinning people's heads like, well, what are they doing? Right now, New Legal, right now, the first time in gaming history, the first time, no one knows what Microsoft is doing. No one has a clue what Microsoft is doing. The way they doing this right now, it's got people so puzzled because they're going against the grain. They're breaking all the rules. Like you said, play on everything. It's genius, bro. It really is genius the way it's turning out right now.
It is, man. People, we're talking about video games. We're talking about video games. Video games never been a situation where the point of video games were to exclude anyone.
Exactly.
But unfortunately, we have an industry that's built now upon the latter, upon things that do not include everybody. So we got companies, we got businesses, right, with different visions and things like that. And with all due respect, that's respectable. Because when you don't have as many platforms on gaming, you tend to always have just one thing being presented to you. With multiple avenues, you have different types of visions, which bring forth different type of alleyways. And it's good that we have different styles and different aspects of visions when it pertains to the games within our industry, correct? So it's all about where you want to go. And it's all about what you want to do. You can't always put the same gaming experiences together. And for the first time, for the very, very first time, this leap of difference is incredible. Now, we know that the Xbox experience has always been something different. We've always been the outcast when it comes to doing newer things with our gaming experience. So that's nothing new. But for our jump to be this incredible, we as Xbox fans are in a league of our own now. It's to a point where we have hit the tip, man. We're at the tip. And it's just a good feeling to see just how far our brand has gone to get us to this point. All this hard work they've done. It's you've seen it, man. I mean, like I said, we're in this pandemic and you get all this inspiration, right? You get all this hard work and you feel like now Microsoft is finally in a place where not only are they excited about showing us the games, but it seems like they're just excited in general, working and being a part of Xbox as well. And when you see that, you can't help but to feel good. You can't help but to feel like supporting. You can't feel like taking that extra time to check this game out, check that game out, because you are seeing what they're giving back to you. And I think right now, man, as consumers and as companies, Microsoft is the one that's proven the most that it's more in sync with this community than ever. And they're delivering better, in my eyes, than any of the rest of them. They have really been patient enough to build infrastructures that are aligning real well with gaming in general and in a more, a more space of avenue. We're going to be able to play on xCloud, PCs, our consoles, just devices, period, that will allow gaming. You won't be contained. And to me, that's the best thing going with gaming moving forward, because it will be easier to access your friends anywhere as long as they got connectivity. There wouldn't be no issues. I mean, you're probably going to have some lagging issues just on the mobile side just because, but it's just the fact that you can get in, man, and be a part of a community while you're not even at the house will be simply amazing, man, for the Xbox brand.
I mean, hey, man, New Legal, I'm telling you right now, man, the Microsoft, they just kind of jumped on a whole nother highway, man. They really did, man. Like, whatever supposed to be a console war or whatever, you can't have a console war and you're not even trying to compete with that competitor. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they really just they really have created their own lane. They want subscription and services. They want you to join Gamepass. And my gosh, New Legal, if that Macho Man elbow comes off the top rope where we hearing that Xbox Live Gold could possibly go free, man, that's one of them old-fashioned butt whippings where they take your hat and your coat and your sneakers and you still walk home and get yelled at by your mother. That is going to be bad because no other person can compete with that. If they make Xbox Live Gold free, that is a real chess move. Like I said, Microsoft is on another level right now, man. Like what I'm trying to understand is that I see these YouTubers, I see so many people in the main media, and it's like you think you know more than Phil Spencer. Like you think you know more than Maddie B, you know more than Aaron Greenberg. No, you don't. Everything is strategy. Everything is not is kind of holding your cards to your chest a little closer, but it's a momentum to this. I haven't seen a momentum with Xbox right now. It's starting to remind me of the Xbox 360, and that has got me through the roof, man. That has got me through the roof. Xbox 360 is some golden era gaming, golden era gaming, and I think we're going back to that. I think we really are.
Yeah, you can feel it, man, and that's what I'm saying. It's in the atmosphere, and you see it all over the place. Twitter, people are happier, man. It used to be a dogged out, dragged out war fest, you know, and it was so negative and everything. But the Xbox fans, they're at a place where, man, it's just laughable, and they're calming down. And like I said, you give somebody something to do, man. Ain't that old aspect? Give somebody something to do and something that they enjoy, and you won't hear them. You won't hear a peep out of them. You know, I just think the Xbox community as a whole is tired of defending. We're tired of seeing the lies. We're tired of seeing the crying from people that we know just aren't true Xbox fans. A lot of these people got platforms just to dog out Xbox. And here, I'm going to say it first. The new legal sees it, man, y'all. I see it. The whole, that's just why the whole point of Di-RRec gaming was created. I keep going back to this, but it's true because I believe from what I see, the problem is this, man. There's a lot of great Xbox fans who just don't have a platform. Their voices just don't get seen. I know how that feels. And when you are down there, man, and you don't have all these sub counts or you don't even have a platform, nobody really pays you an attention. Nobody pays you attention. And so the real Xbox fans, it's like whatever you say, it's just falling on deaf ears because there's not enough of them. So the mainstream, they tend to look at the ones that have platforms or whatever, and they go off of that. And they don't see that these people aren't really for you. They're not really aiming for you. They just throw up stuff to cause confusion, to cause more negativity. And that's the thing, man, that gets me. I'm glad that the general is here and you're consistent, man, because you represent for them. You are a true specimen, man. That if you know what you're doing, man, you can be heard. If you know your stuff, you can be heard. Don't think that just because you may not have a platform or something, man, that you can't be heard. That's just me giving something out to my Xbox community that, you know, that I hold up because I know this, man. You see it all the time. And it's visual on Twitter, man. You got people, man, making some of the greatest posts ever. And they never get no recognition, man. It's coming straight from the streets. And I wonder, like, I'll be saying to myself, man, I wonder if Microsoft ever sees these guys' comments or these girls' comments, because these are the real comments that they need to hear. You can always tell by what a person posts if they're a real Xbox fan or not. We know the language.
That's true.
You know the language, man. Yep. So it's just Di-RRec Gaming is going to do whatever we can to speak that language. That's why we're here. And we here, General. We're going to speak that language, man, because we see it. We know, man. We know. We hear y'all loud and clear. Man, you got these armchair gamers now that just think that they're devs, man. I don't understand
developers. That's the birth of this generation. Armchair developers, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir.
What's up with that, General? What's up with that, man? I don't get that.
Let me tell you something, man. You got a lot of cats in the Twitter streets, cats on Instagram, cats on Facebook. You got cats on YouTube, main media, journalism that act like they know how to develop a game. I mean, we are in a generation of armchair developers where you feel that your voice is louder and it's more accurate than Phil Spencer and anybody else that works on his team. This is the problem what's going on with gaming right now, is that these snivel-faced punks, they think that they can tell a 343 developer about Halo when they're the one working on the game. This is absolute madness, man. Like right now, the voices of the chumps and the voices of the nerds and the voices of the insecure bums, they are the loudest on YouTube. And it's like, man, give me a break, man. Give me a break. Man, let me talk to my Xbox family, man. Let me just talk my ish. Yo, when Microsoft showed off Halo, you don't think they knew the reaction that they was gonna get?
Speak on it. Speak
You don't
on
think
it.
they knew
Let's
the
go.
reaction they was gonna get? First of all, once again, I will say it, we are in a pandemic. So developers have to use the best tools that they can use to make things run successfully. So in that Microsoft conference that we just saw, what happened? Halo happened. They wanted to show Halo. They wanted to show where it's going. They wanted to show it running at 60 frames per second. They wanted to show Chief's new abilities. And they wanted to give you a slice as far as gameplay. Because when they did their show on May 7th, people screamed about, oh, there's no gameplay. So we get gameplay. And then we get this. Oh, the shadows and the lighting is, oh my God, is this what the Series X is? My. They did exactly what they wanted to do. They showed you a 4-month-old build of Halo Infinite because, ladies and gentlemen, they are in a pandemic. On top of that, not getting no sleep, hiring another 1,200 people. Yes, I said it. Hiring another 1,200 people so that this game is finished, that day it'll be ready for launch day, and they've been working on it for 5.5 years. So, ladies and gentlemen, my Xbox family, just hear me out. Do you think Phil Spencer is dumb that this game has been worked on for 5.5 years, or 5 years, right? It's going on about that, right? See it, because Halo 5 came out 2015, right? So it's been 5 years, right? Do you think Phil Spencer and that team is dumb that that's what's running on the Series X? That game is showing you what ray tracing and what 12 teraflops is going to do? No. They just wanted to open the conference and show you Halo, and they got the reaction that they wanted. First of all, real Halo fans, not people that sometimes like Halo, or some people dab a little bit into Halo, or because your cousin got a Master Chief skateboard, you decide to like Halo. No, real Halo fans from 2001 when the Xbox OG launched, right, with Bill Gates, real Halo fans, right, they were excited. You got videos of people crying when they saw Master Chief. You got people losing it when they saw the Warhol. There's videos of, I'm talking about male and female, when they seen, him shooting the guns, and the gunplay in Halo Infinite looks amazing. It does. It looks amazing at 4K 60 frames per second. But let me say this. When you see this game on Series X at 4K 60 frames per second with the ray tracing going, right? An open world Halo, which means you get to explore the Halo ring, right? And on top of that, the board that you saw in the conference show, it has been confirmed by 343 that board comes later on. That's not where you start the game at. So that board they show is somewhere in the middle of the game. But they just wanted to show you gameplay. Isn't that what New Legal and everybody heard? Oh, they don't show no gameplay. Oh, they don't show no gameplay. Microsoft, you said you was going to show gameplay. Well, they show gameplay. So what are you bitching about? That's the thing that I'm tired of these armchair developers. So an hour and 15 minutes. An hour and 15 minutes. You saw all type of games. You saw State of Decay 3, which nobody knew what that was. Shocked me. So we see State of Decay 3 is entering that Walking Dead vibe. It's entering that, you know what I'm saying, that more darker vibe of survival and everything. And now the animals are going to be affected. So Microsoft showed up a Valve, and Microsoft showed up all these great games. And what do we hear? Oh, they still didn't show gameplay. Hey, man, check this out, man. New Legal, we at a point now where these armchair developers, they got YouTube channels. These armchair developers, they lonely. They're not paying attention to their wives. Yeah, I said it. I don't care who takes offense to it. These cats got so much mouth to try to just, they're trying to just to blemish the campaign of what's coming. They know what's coming. What's coming is the right hook, the left hook, uppercut, haymaker, kick in the groin, down. What Microsoft is about to do is really going to be special because right now, nobody knows what Microsoft is doing. I said it before. Like, that's the rules of hustling. You don't know what your left hand is doing and what your right hand is doing. And right now, Phil Spencer and them, oh, there's another show coming in August. It's a hardware show. So New Legal and all my Xbox family, if you have a hardware show, what do? We show games up that show up the hardware that we want you to purchase. Rant over. I just wanted to say that, New Legal.
Nothing wrong with that, bro. I'm trying to hold my laughs in, man. But I couldn't help it, fam. But it's true. It's true, man. It's so true. And you want to know something, man? Like I said, if Microsoft is truly a chess wizard, right?
Oh, they are. They are.
This is, I can only say this, man. You're playing right into their pieces. And, you know, I've not, like I said, man, I paid attention. I never really seen Microsoft come back out and reply. So the fact that they've been replying only tells me one thing, y'all. They are paying attention to what's being said. Now you have 343 going back saying, okay, y'all, we listened to y'all. We listened to y'all real well. But notice how they said it. We're going to stand on our 10 toes, though. The aspect of going back and having that feel of the originality of Halo, we're committed to that. Yeah. We are going to polish. This game is going to be fine and detailed. There's a lot of gameplay mechanics in this game that we've never experienced before. And I'm glad they added some great additions to the game. Whether you're the hero or the villain, being able to throw the grunts, the Bruce being able to throw the grunts, I can't wait to see that, man. That's right there.
The Bruce can throw the grunts at you. And the AI is better. They said the Banish, right? The race that you're going against, the Banish. I guess that is the race that they're loyal to Atriox, right? So their AI is better. Their AI is better as far as flanking you, as far as how they attack you, as far as they can be aggressive. This is going to be an incredible Halo, man. Incredible Halo. Incredible. And you know, when you finish swinging through New York City in your pajamas for 7 to 10 hours DLC, you can come and play some Halo. Because that's what everybody going to be doing.
You know what? That's facts, man. I mean, Halo just got that lasting power. Yeah, you clowning, man. But Halo got that lasting power. And that's true. Don't care that you come over and play Halo. Come enjoy this great game. You know, that's the whole point of what you're saying. Listen, you do y'all, but at the end of the day, come on over here and get some of this gaming because free multiplayer. I like to see anybody complain about that. 120 frames per second. Now listen, man. Listen. Listen, we're
Oh,
talking
don't hit him
about
too hard. Don't hit him
we're
too hard.
talking about the number one king on Xbox, right? The number one king. And here he is now. You can't say this, this is the little jib and jabs, right? We've been getting, right?
Yep.
That, Microsoft is only going to be able to do 120 frames on these low demanding games, games are not so demanding and things like that. Well, let me tell y'all something. Halo multiplayer has always been up for the speed, always been up for the stability. This is probably going to be one of the most intriguing, largest maps for those Halo fans. They're at 120 frames. They're going to be able to take their level of gaming to another level for multiplayer. Yep. You just don't understand that. Gears 5, being able to play that game above 60, over 100 frames. Let's just even go there. To over 100, I can only imagine. You don't have to worry about feeling sticky anymore.
Your eyes are gonna literally bleed.
Right. You don't have to worry about sticking anymore. When you make a decent wall bounce, that's just average. You're wall bouncing. You're coming around the corner real quick for a quick bust of the Nasher. All that's gonna feel so fluid. You're not. It's gonna be so smooth. The reaction time. The reaction time is going to be beautiful because you're going to be able to set your character settings wherever you want, right? The sensitivities and everything. Me, I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm going to literally play off what's offered and play off the 120 frames per second. I'm not even going to mess with anything else because I never really had to. And look, I've never been mad at people who were able to get the jump on me because they had better PCs. You can see the difference. But if your aim is good, it doesn't matter what they do. The aiming is what's beautiful in Gears. The aiming, once you understand the mechanics of aiming, you're fine. You may not win all the time, but they'll never say that they destroyed you. So I look at it like this. That's gonna be a big leap for Gears 5.
It is, the new legal. Don't forget Gears Tactics, right? So this is a 40-hour campaign based on, Caitlin, her father, right? So if you finish Gears 5, this is going to be an incredible campaign and backstory as far as her father and the customization of armor and guns. And it is a real-time strategy game. But I don't play real-time strategy, but I'm going to play this one. And I'll probably be playing with you. Real talk. It's the simple fact of, man, it's so much good stuff coming for Xbox gamers, man. It's just, what's crazy, man? We haven't even seen nothing yet. That's the crazy thing. We haven't seen nothing yet. We still got August, September, October, and I don't know, maybe it launches in November, maybe it launches in late October, whatever it is. But man, there's some good stuff coming. There's some good stuff coming, man.
It sure is, man. It's just to all the Xbox fans out there, y'all keep standing up. Keep standing up. There's nothing wrong with it. Microsoft needs to see, look, I understand that you don't always want to see one side of things. I get that. Look, we keep it real on Di-RRec Gaming. Nobody's going to sit there and pay attention to people who are always just positive about your brand.
Right.
We know that old saying. Watch out for people who always clap for you. Watch out for people who was always smiling for you. You got to watch out for people like that. But you also got to watch out for people who have shifty eyes. Always watch out for people who have shifty eyes. So we understand that there's two sides to the coin, right? Or one side of the card, but the other side of the card is for the other person to not be able to see what's in your hand. We understand those concepts, right? So what we do is for me, the key to Microsoft when they're on social media is understanding their true fans.
Yep.
Yes, you're going to get more positive out of your true fans. Why is that? General, why is that? Because here's the code to the true fans of Xbox on social media. You're getting negativity everywhere else.
Yep.
why would we add to the negativity? If you're true,
Microsoft want their true fans. Microsoft feel that, you know, they want their true fans back. Whether you left and went to the other side or you just went, you know, whatever. Now you want to switch, whatever it is. Microsoft, they want those fans of the 360 and the OG Xbox. And look at their moves, man. Right? You got Halo coming. Got Forza Motorsport coming. And then you got that Fable. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Like, yo, they want the real OG Xbox fans back. And the one thing that Phil Spencer said, he said he never want Microsoft. Sorry, he said he never want Xbox fans to feel like they're second class or a redheaded stepchild. He wants them to feel special. And man, what they doing, it feels special. Because I tell you what, man, I wasn't looking forward to Battletoads, but shout out to my man David Bond. He tagged me in that trailer. I'm excited for Battletoads, man. I love wacky, zany, over the top, colorful, platforming, beat 'em up, you know, big bosses, you know, a kooky story. That's video gaming, man. Three player couch co-op. You know what I'm saying? I think the online is supposed to come later and stuff like that. But man, it's just so much good stuff coming to Xbox, man. You know what I mean? So much good stuff coming to Xbox, and they hate it new legal. You hear their little teeth grinding. They hate it new legal. They really do.
Yeah, they do. Because it was popular, right? It was popular to poke fun at Xbox.
Oh yeah.
It was popular because the industry started doing it, and we see it even today. We still see it, and you got to understand the frustrations, even though you got to understand the applause. Like the Xbox fans want to get to a place where we don't even want to be bothered with the silliness.
We just want a game. We just want a game.
There you go, right there. You took the words right out of my mouth.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. We think a lot.
No, that's right. Microsoft, I feel that they see that, what you just said, and as long as they load us up with the ammunition, it's up to us what we which is the games. We don't have time to be on Twitter defending. We don't have time. We don't have time to worry about this article over here hating or what this journalist said about Xbox. Because at the end of the day, we putting in those numbers. And guess what, y'all? Here's my demand for the Xbox community. Here's my demand. Get out there and play those games. Get out there and support those games. Because listen, there's two types of games that I want to see us get a sequel out of. I understand. Let me make this clear. I get it. My man brought up Battletoads. I get it. There's some of y'all who think it looks too cartoony, right? It doesn't look the way you wanted it to look. Me personally, I'm gonna tell you what I was thinking about. I was looking for the game to be more like, I'm talking about graphic wise, not as far as just gameplay, but graphic wise, at least Ninja Turtle look. You know how the Ninja Turtles came out. I was looking more like that. But okay, so I understand once I read up on the developers' art concepts and things, they are Cartoon Network fans. They are a fan of the Cartoon Network era. And if you knew anything about the Cartoon Network
from the 90s,
right. My generation is the generation of the Looney Tunes, the Merry Melodies, the old school Disney cartoons, the Popeyes and all that stuff, the Hanna-Barberas and all of that stuff, right? Cartoon Express on TBS and all that good stuff, okay? Tom and Jerry's. You know, your Transformer G.I. Joes, y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't have to keep elaborating. Those cartoons got eliminated because there was a lot of governmental things that were going on as far as where they wanted children to start paying their attention to on Saturdays. You can read about this stuff.
I hate him for it, New Legal. Yo, Saturday morning cartoons is just, it was such a special thing, but my eyes get watery when you tell this story because you sent me a link about this, man, about how the government, they wanted kids to have some type of educational programming. That was our educational programming, man. But go ahead.
It was a setup, man, because we used to have these little things at the end of our cartoons that taught about drugs,
Yep.
that taught about, being yourself,
Yep.
that taught just gave you little clues on how to be kids, man, how to,
Yep.
be responsible as a kid. And those little things were great. You don't see those things anymore because
You really
the
don't.
government has won. They want you to see a lot of trash on TV, a lot of things that don't build you up. So, okay, there was a company. The Cartoon Network came out. And when Cartoon Network came out, it had to fight. And it won its case because the governments were talking about how, I say the governments, I mean like everybody that was involved in that movement. Meaning they looked at it as if, just like video games, y'all, that the cartoons were too violent, and cartoons create more violence in the world, that's like they did with video games, right? Which is complete nonsense. So the Cartoon Network crew, they had to go up in there and state their case, and which they won. So that's how we were able to get Looney Tunes back, and they got all of these cartoons back on their platform. Now, we wouldn't have never got Dragon Ball Z if it wasn't for Toonami. Toonami, now listen what I'm saying. Cartoon Network made it possible for other up-and-coming cartoonist creators. We got Dexter's Laboratory, the Powerpuff Girls, all these cartoons. What was the other dude called? What was that dude called with the Johnny Bravo's?
Johnny Bravo,
all those type of games. I mean, all those type of cartoons. Man, my kids watch some of this stuff, man. I can't even think of all the names of these cartoons, but the diversity of these cartoons are outlandish now, simply because, and like I said, Dragon Ball Z from Toonami was created. You look at what was it called? What's it called? Space Ghost, all that stuff. What's it called, man? Adult Swim. Yeah. Late at night for adults to look at these cartoons and trip off the cartoons for adults. They brought all these avenues. Hint. They were like really the first type of wave that brought forth the Netflix. Because anytime you can help the people who don't have voices, the people that don't have platforms, that's what direct gaming is. I'm following that trend. This platform was built off of that same kind of concept. I enjoy playing with people straight off Xbox Live, man. The conversations I have in these Xbox parties, man, are unbelievable. Some of the people I meet, man, that are so intelligent that the only part that saddens me is that they don't really do the YouTube stuff, right? So the YouTube community really don't get a chance to ever hear these great voices. And I'm not mad at them. It's just that's not how they feel comfortable. So I get a lot of the talks in party chats and things like that. I do think that we need more female voices.
Yeah, we do. We need more female voices. There's a lot of great female gamers out there. Yeah, man, we do. We need it all around. You're right about it, man. You're right.
That's right. We need it all around. That put their work in. I am working on that as I speak.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that we feel that we can do to help build up the Xbox community, because I'm just like the rest of them. It gets boring seeing the same old stuff each and every day, right? The same old memos, dog Xbox, defend Xbox, dog Xbox, defend Xbox. I mean, at some point, we just want to get to where we're talking about how we interact within our community, how we're having fun, what game did you play? Because that's where they fear. That's what they fear. They fear that we're going to just go ahead and isolate them and just pretty much do what we do. Because you know why, people? Because that's how we started out. When we did our LAN groups, we wasn't worrying about what Nintendo and Sega and them were doing.
Yes, sir.
We were doing our thing. We were doing our thing. And it made them come to us. Man, what's the big deal about these Xbox fans? Every time I see an Xbox fan in real life, I'm talking to him. He's so happy. He's talking about his gaming and the experiences that he's going through. They don't want us back to that again, because they couldn't evolve as gamers. They want us to stay in their little boring bubble. Well, sorry, y'all. We're not going to stay in that boring bubble. We got things to do. We got games to play. We got frame rates to experience. And that's what we're going to be doing, whether you like it or not. So to all my Xbox fans, build up. You see that Battletoads? You may not like it, the art style. I get it. Listen, I get it. But try not to be so hard. Get out there and showcase, then criticize. Then the devs say, you know what? We're successful. We heard them loud and clear. The next Battletoads, y'all, we're gonna up the graphics up. We're gonna make it even better. Next thing you know, we're playing a bad looking Battletoads game, and everybody's flipping out because we know they can make the characters legit. We've seen them on Killer Instinct. We saw the characters that's on Grounded. The little Easter egg, because we know, man, that they can do it. They are just paying homage to a platform that when they were coming up, they wanted to give back to, just like the same thing with anybody else who holds something dear. And when they get a breakthrough, they want to pay homage to what drove them. The Cartoon Network is what drove them, and they're just paying homage back. But go out there, y'all, and I think we're doing a great job. Don't get me wrong, because what was it? There was an indie game. Was it the Carry On?
The Carry On, yeah.
Yeah, successful. 200,000? Yeah. 200,000 on his release, man. On top of
Game Pass. Game Pass.
On top of Game Pass. People went out there and actually ended up buying the game. Yep. They're not hitting it on just one end. They're hitting it on both ends. And I'm here to salute it. Go out there, try Carry On. It's one of the most innovative, groundbreaking, new experience games of 2020. Really, really enjoying that game. I can't say enough. But that's what I'm telling y'all, people. Keep up the good work. Keep showing people that playing these games is where it's at. You keep doing that, these devs are going to make these games for us because they see, hey, with the Xbox fans, they're going to come out here and play.
And see, that's
so
the difference.
I don't mind making games for them.
Yeah.
But you got to take care of them. We can't just criticize and not take care of them. Take care of them and criticize. That's how you do it.
You see, New Legal, that's the game changer, right? Because the Xbox community at one point, they were just known for Halo, and Gears, shooters, and racers, right? That's why we got backlash from the Japanese developers. They would say, well, they don't want our games, like they don't play our games like that, right? But Phil Spencer said no. Phil Spencer, he has made it where that's really the whole message, ladies and gentlemen. Game, have fun. If you look at platforms now, Microsoft is becoming a really fun platform, man. You can play on your phone, you can play on your tablet, you can play on your PC. It's about gaming, and it's true, man. Like, we really should all game together, and that's what I love the message. And they're showing it, man. Every time I go on my Game Pass, it's something new. Every time, man. Every time I go on my Game Pass, it's something new. I discover something new. Matter of fact, New Legal, I tried out that F1 2019, the Formula Racing. Man, that game is really cool, man. And it actually has the story mode, and it has the presentation that I hope Forza would get, man. I mean, really putting me as a racer in this racer world. I got to one part where I had an agent in London, and she's asking me what Formula team do I want to sign with, and these are the people that's interested in me. And you seeing racers having arguments and backstabbing and this and that and shadiness. Like, man, it really brings it to life. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't have known about that game. I discovered it in Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? So it's the more we game, ladies and gentlemen, the more we game, the more we download, the more we experience new games. These developers are going to keep making games for us. But we got to understand, this is Microsoft's vision, man. Let's game, man. Let's game. Let's game till our eyes bleed out and play all type of games. Action adventure, shooters, third-person adventure, real-time strategy, puzzling, puzzles, all type of stuff, man.
You're right. Yeah, get in there. And look, the more y'all talk about the gaming that y'all are doing, hey, some of y'all work on getting your Twitter accounts attached to your Xbox. It's nothing.
Yep.
You just record, get about 45 seconds of record. You link your Twitter account to it, and anytime you're playing a game, look, man, some of the best talking is just showcasing. Showcase what you're doing, man, and that lets them know that, man, that Xbox community is just gaming.
Show the gameplay, man. Show the gameplay. Take
show
pictures,
some of the
man.
gameplay.
Use the photo,
Yeah,
use the photo modes, whatever, yo. Show it, man.
Exactly.
Show it, man. Like I said, put on as an Xbox fan. Put on as an Xbox player. Put on, man. Do it.
There's nothing wrong with it, y'all. They want y'all to think that there's something wrong with being an Xbox fan, but it's not, man.
Nothing wrong.
We don't come too far enjoying experiences that most people don't enjoy. It's not that you are just terrible Xbox community because, you know, we're always defending it. And sometimes, man, we attack. I'm not gonna say we're not immune to that. But here's the thing, man. Everybody knows that overall, the Xbox community just isn't a bad community. We're not. We hold our head up high. We expect more. We expect better because we are a part of investing in a better company. I mean, we're talking about Microsoft, people. We expect that out of Microsoft. Yep. You don't expect Microsoft to be second place, third place. You expect, and let me make this clear. When I talk about that, I'm not talking about consoles, okay? Because Microsoft is number one in the pocket. What I'm talking about is we don't expect Microsoft to be second or third when it comes to innovating, when it comes to bringing to the table, making sacrifices. We expect them to be the ground leaders in that aspect. And what they've shown us with the Xbox Series X, they lived up to it. There's no way we can sit here and act like they ain't lived up to it. So right now, of course, anytime we see something negative, we're coming back at it, trying to defend it. Because listen, man, we're thankful and grateful for the leadership that's been taking place for us. We're thankful and grateful for the work that's been put down so that we can play some of these great games. So, man, we don't want to hear that, especially when it's our platform that's showing the most.
Exactly.
How are you going to come out and attack the platform that's showing the most? That's how you know, man, they can't stand it. That's how you know they can't stand it. Well, keep showing your gameplays. Keep showing those game picks. Keep coming out here with your gaming conversations, y'all. If they want to say that we're toxic and lie about us like that, then show them how you play these games. Show them how you having fun. That's how you beat it. That's how you defeat that stuff. Because I'm a part of this community. I see y'all every day. And sometimes life is just too damn serious. We want to laugh. We want to joke. It's not being toxic. You just don't understand us. We're over here making each other laugh. We're minding our own businesses. So stay out of our business. Stop coming in here when we're laughing about things or joking about things, taking our jokes and stuff too serious. Stay out of it. If you want to play that double agent crap, you go over there and play that double agent crap. Some of us ain't gonna play the double agent crap. Some of us are just gonna enjoy our natural community, have fun within our natural community, and then get off. That's what's gonna happen. Everybody's not part of the political BS and taking things too serious and rumor running, clout chasing, and all this other stuff, man. Some of us just like to go up on Twitter, make a few jabs, get a few laughs. Hey, did you hear this? Or put this out. Look what they're saying over here. Get a few laughs, and then we're done. Because man, life in general can be hard. Just life. You know, everything ain't got to be so serious. And that's the whole point of community, man. When we see somebody not doing well, we want to build them up. We come in there and things get serious about them. It doesn't no longer become about gaming because some things are deeper than gaming. And we're really concerned about that person. And we try to do everything we can by way of text to build that gamer up, man. Sometimes we do it by way of gifting. Sometimes we just do it by way of just following or putting a like on somebody's comment. Man, listen, there's so many avenues to keep us built up that just do it, y'all. Believe me when I say that. Just do it, y'all. I'm telling y'all. They can't stand the fact that Xbox fans are enjoying ourselves right now. They can't stand it. And I'm thankful that Microsoft is putting out games for us to enjoy.
And illegal. The last time it was that energy. Remember? We all had our headsets. We discovered chat rooms. We was online playing Call of Duty, Gears of War, the debut. You know what I'm saying? The first time on Xbox 360. Yo, it was our world, people. We have to get back to where Xbox is our world. You don't have to react to everything. You don't have to fall for the okie doke, man. Yo, just game, yo. Put the game footage up. Show these developers you love these different type of games. Because, yo, Phil Spencer and them is working, man. They are working. They are really working, man. This is going to be an incredible generation. An absolute incredible generation. This is going to be an amazing generation. I promise you. The general is telling you, this is going to be gaming like you've never experienced before. And right now, you're finding out it's not all about AAAs, man. It's not all about $150 million budget games. There are some great games that have great innovation, new ways, new styles, new this and that, new characters. Yo, just game, man. Just enjoy your game.
Look, I know what it's like, man, to be talked about and said, you know, you're this and you're that when it comes to Xbox. I get it. I understand. But let me tell y'all something. There's levels to this stuff. Yes, and sir. We're real Xbox fans here. So we're always going to be excited, right? That's our favorite platform. That's what we play our games on. We are not ashamed of it. We don't care what other people may think. We're different, man. And when you don't fit in, it's for a reason, because you stand out. Yep. This stuff that we do here, man, is just natural to us, man. There's no gimmicks here. We ain't reading up no prompts. We ain't, we're not with a phone in our hand, looking at articles, reading off of them. Look, man, this is straight from the gut, man. We're fans. This is what we like to do. And we're thankful for anybody who comes up here and takes up their time out of their lives when they don't have to. They definitely don't have to do that. An hour out of their lives, or maybe 50 minutes of their lives, however long we do our show, just to sit here and kick it with us, man. Exactly. To us, that's the point we've been trying to reach. For Di-RRec Gaming, right here, just being able to interact with you guys and put you guys in the forefront is what we're about. We like the fact that y'all come in here, man, and y'all say stuff and we highlight it. We don't, yes, sir. You're going to get the highlight. We call it the highlight. We're going to highlight y'all, because even though we're the ones talking, y'all are talking too. And everybody's going to see what you say, because you are Di-RRec Gaming. See, when you come here, you become this channel. You become us. We're just alleys, man. We're just here to make it pop up, man. But you guys are what making Di-RRec Gaming what it is. Listen, like I keep saying, there's no YouTuber who makes it on his own. You do not become successful just by yourself.
Exactly.
Your followers, your subscribers, your viewers, your commenters, your dislikes and likes is what makes you. You have to be able to accept it all. I accept all the culture. The only thing I don't accept is the toxicity. I don't like when people threaten people and when people get so silly. I don't like that.
No,
everything else
whack.
I can accept.
That's whack, man.
Right, because that's whack, man. I'm not gonna vouch for or co-sign for whackness. I'm not gonna do that. But I do understand that there's people that ain't gonna agree with me. I do understand that there's people gonna make comments that disagree with me. I do understand that there's somebody that's not gonna like the show. I do understand that there's people that aren't gonna experience the same platform as me. All of that is common sense. I'm not mad at that. But when we come here to do our show, when we come here to do Di-RRec Gaming, we come here to put on for our Xbox community. If you don't like that, you got plenty of other channels to go to. But this channel right here is for the real gamers and the Xbox community. And we're going to talk what we know is heard, what we know is in the language of these Xbox streets. We're not going to talk anything else that comes from somewhere else, or, you know, when we see that, oh, this isn't our language, we're not going to bring it up. We're gonna talk what we see you guys talk about, because it's you guys that are the ones that build everybody's platforms. It's not us, it's you guys. So why would I rather go and repeat an article from a person that don't even talk to me, from people that don't even spend their time with me? I'm going to bring up what you guys talk about, because you guys come in here and spend time with us. You guys are the ones that come in here and talk to us. So we put you guys on. That's how it works on Di-RRec Gaming.
Yes, sir.
We put our audience on. That's what we do. And as we continue, General, to keep moving forward, we see all this stuff. Because, General, man, you know, you be coming up with some topics, bro, that really amaze me at times, man. I'm here to say, brother, you really do your homework, man.
Thank you, sir.
They just knocked out homeboy. I said homeboy, but you know, it's funny. The guy from Steam, the guy that deals with the PC community, you know, I don't know if he previously did, and they were mad at him because
Gabe Newell?
Yes. Gabe, was it Gabe Newell?
Newell,
yep. He was on a show that was overseas.
Yes,
and,
sir.
You know, they tried to, you know, the first thing is, you know, they try to attack him for always being critical about the PlayStation brand. Okay. Yep. He has the right to do that. The only reason why y'all are mad is because now people are giving Xbox some credit. You know, and I get it. Y'all are mad because somebody's giving Xbox some credit. And that's cool. You have a right to be mad. But here's the thing, man. Look, it comes to a point where somebody has to tell the truth. It's not always about hating. And even though this dude may have a track record of never just giving in to the PlayStation side of things, it could be because he sees a lot of the BS that a lot of people see. And look, man. People tend to just want to keep things real and keep things honest. I don't understand why when people try to keep things real and keep things honest that they're considered haters. I get it.
Illegal? Because you got a lot of flip-floppers with cheese, a lot of flip-floppers with lettuce and tomatoes and onions, a lot of flip-floppers that had 360s, and now PlayStation is the greatest thing and Xbox is trash. When you have a dedicated Xbox channel, you got a lot of flip-floppers that used to play Gears of War, that played Halo 3, that they talked about how great Microsoft was, and now they want Microsoft to die and all this other stuff. We don't deal with flip-floppers. Ain't no switching up, like you said. It's a lot of clown noses. It's a lot of dudes wearing dresses. There's a lot of people that Jeff Keighley know that weren't Xbox gamers on that pre-show, and they shouldn't have been up there. The General should have been up there. New Legal should have been up there. You understand me? Sega Man 101 should have been up there. E-Rock should have been up there. We're Xbox gamers. And we as Xbox gamers, we tired of seeing flip-floppers with cheese. And Gabe Newell, he said the truth. Xbox Series X is better than PS5. And I don't care how nobody feel about it.
Yo, my man Emmanuel, everyone, Gabe Newell said America and Xbox first, and I loved it. When have we seen, the beauty of that? I'll be honest with you. You know what the beauty of that is? Somebody in a leadership role spoke out.
Thank you.
Look, and you at a high. On a high end spoke out, and like my man said, it made him feel good, man. Because at some point, when does it stop becoming just about us? You got to understand that we're not the only ones feeling this way, and it feels good to see somebody from up top, from somewhere where they're on shows, man, like on real shows, and and they get asked a question and they take up for the Xbox side. It makes you feel good, man.
And shout out to Alana Pierce, yo. Shout out to Alana Pierce for actually making a video defending Game Pass and asking people what the heck is going on with us, that we're so caught up in a console war that we're getting games. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's even calling the BS out. Alana Pierce, she formerly worked at IGN. I think she's with Funhouse now, and she has her own YouTube channel. She stood up for Xbox, and she's an Xbox gamer.
Right. Alana Pierce made me want to get my green screen out, pull it out, and record. You know, because I understand that it's not popular. She went against the grain. See, that's what Microsoft has to understand. You know, and I hope they truly do. That talking good about Xbox or trying to say something about Xbox in a positive light isn't what's popular. That's not what's popular, man. It takes courage to come out here because, listen, you can literally speak something about Xbox, man, on social media and you'll lose followers.
Oh, yeah.
You're putting your own platform at risk.
Yep.
The one thing that we don't care about is that. Because let me tell you something. The general mentioned everybody, and I'm going to mention one more aspect on who should have been on that show. Everybody in this chat room, General. Somebody in this chat room should have been on that show.
Absolutely, Absolutely. Real talk. And these people, they won't recognize real Xbox gamers. Well, you gotta recognize it. You can't hold this down. Our voices are getting louder and our voices are getting stronger. See, the whole Xbox trash thing and Xbox and why you play on Xbox, you can kill all that noise, man. Direct gaming is here. We in the charge. We changing the narrative.
That's right. You know, it's crazy, man, because we know, you know, and we knew it right when she did it, right? That she was going to get that backlash.
Yep. She didn't care. She didn't care.
Xbox for life.
You know, I just want. That's right, son. That's right. Now leave me alone. But I just want to say, we knew that when she did that, it was going to bring that controversy. We knew it. And you know what, man? Once again, right? The Xbox fans were there to defend for. You know, because that's what we do. We knew that the backlash was coming. We knew, and you know, she knew it too. You know, but like I said, it takes a bit of courage. It takes a bit of courage to do that. Anytime you speak up highly about Xbox, the backlash is coming because, listen, man, most of the gaming industry is on the opposite side of us.
They're the old guard. They're the old guard. Yeah, we're the new guard.
I don't have a problem with that, okay? I don't have a problem with people not being on the same side as me when it comes to gaming. That's never bothered me as a gamer. Dude, I don't care for PC. What's up, man? But
they're toxic now. You know what I mean? You got developers talking about them. It's crazy.
Right. Right. As a gamer, General, I've never cared where somebody else played their games at.
Exactly.
I've never cared that if you went to the arcades and wasted $20 on games. I never cared if you had a PC and you played your games and you play on mouse and keyboard. I never cared that you played Nintendo. I never cared that you played Sega. I never cared that you played PlayStation. I never cared Neo Geo. I never cared, fam. You know, the only thing that I cared about is where I gamed at.
Yes, sir.
That's the only, when you had to come to my crib, you ran your mouth about how good you was with NBA Jam or Mortal Kombat or Super Street Fighter, Turbo Edition. You had to come see me, man. We was at school. Hey, yo, come here. First of all, I had the Sega Genesis with the 6-button controller. Why are you running your mouth talking about you the better? Why are you running your mouth in school talking about you the best at Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat when you don't even have the controller that's properly made for fighters? Come to the crib real quick. Let me get you some of this smoke. Come here. You think you good at it? So I used to host them tournaments, tearing them clowns up, left and right. You know what I said? You know what I used to say? Yo, If you ain't got a Sega Genesis, stop running your mouth.
Yes,
Sega invested in something that even today we still don't have. Is a 6-button controller, not a fighter pad, but a controller. When will we ever get a 6-button controller again for the masses? That's not aftermarket, that's not third party, but that's within the brand. I believe
maybe
Xbox
Microsoft will do it, man. Maybe Microsoft will make a new controller for fighting games.
Now,
you know what I'm saying? Maybe they might be working on it. Who knows?
Right. Now watch this. This is what we do, right? Xbox fans, I'm talking to my community in the chat room, right? This is what we do, right? We expect innovation from our company, right? So why not? If they could, look, man, they made a special controller for kids that have special needs and they're handicapped. One of the most, I can't even, there's no words to describe that level of ingenuity, that level of concern, that level of community. Man, you are a part of a community that has everybody in it. We have just one, we have the greatest community, man. Nobody else has done that. We have solidified all aspects of gamers. We've solidified it. You have, and they say we don't have nothing to feel proud about, or we look stupid when we big up our community. We got everything to feel proud about. Look what they're doing for us, man.
You tell them.
Look what they're doing for us, man. We got some gamers that don't even have hands that'll put that work on you.
Exactly.
Don't even have hands.
Exactly.
We got gamers that use their mouth, that literally use their mouth to play video games, man. Yep. They had to struggle doing that. It's sad, man. We got brothers and sisters out there playing video games and enjoy what we do, and they had to use their mouths and things like that, yo. Just to play, just to enjoy. Microsoft comes around.
Yep.
Man, dude, to see those kids, to see some of the adults, just cry, man, out of pure joy because they can now use their elbow or something. They got something where they can, they can rotate, and it's incredible, man. The level and the disrespect. They're still not getting praised for that. That came and went. How can that come and went? How can that come and go, y'all? How can something like that come and go? We should still be talking about that. That was groundbreaking. I don't want to hear about, bro, I'm serious, yo. I don't want to hear about no copycat games. I don't, because we also know what came and went. Look, all the time they got video games to play, right, y'all? Y'all know who I'm talking about. And y'all know the game that I'm talking about. I'm not even going to bring attention to it. It doesn't deserve being mentioned. But have y'all heard anything else about it since it came out? We ain't heard nothing about it because we already knew we wasn't going to hear nothing else about it. Most of them didn't even go buy the game. That's why. And that game, as well as the other one, bye-bye. The talk of the town, simple as that, is grounded. Right now, Carry On is the talk of the town.
Grounded, 250,000. Grounded, 250,000 in one day. 200 still in preview.
250,000
in one day.
That's right. Brings joy to our hearts, man. Seeing that stuff, man. You can't. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, I'm gonna say this. The time to stand up and advocate the goodness of gaming is now.
Yes,
more
sir.
than ever, because we're moving into a new generation, okay? There are things that are going bye-bye along with it. One, console war aspect. Bye-bye. You know why we don't have to talk console wars no more? Because there's no console on our level anymore. There's no console to compare ourselves to. Not one. So there is a console war. See, in order to have a real console war, you got to have the same level of play field, and you got to be able to talk about the capabilities. Well, in this case, we don't have the same level of playing field. So it's like trying to talk about a high-end PC with graphic cards to a basic fundamental PC with their graphic cards. You don't compare that. That's silly. You don't compare a Ferrari to a Camry. You don't compare a Bugatti to a Honda Civic. You don't compare a Lambo to an Acura.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You don't do stuff like that. You don't compare a featherweight boxer to a heavyweight boxer.
Exactly.
There's things that you just don't do. So unless you're in our rank, unless you're in that proper rank, you compare a Ferrari to a Lambo. You compare a Mercedes to a Bentley, Bentley and a Maybach. There you go. You compare those two. But you compare a Cadillac. What is it? Damn it. The Lincoln Navigator versus the Cadillac. Come on, help me out. What am I thinking? Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Help me out. What's the Cadillac SUV?
Oh man.
Man, come on, y'all. But y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You compare those, because the Escalade, there it is. I'm sorry. The Cadillac Escalade, you compare that to the Lincoln Navigator because they are in proper comparison range. That's what you do. There's nothing in the console space that compares to what the Xbox Series X is doing. It's sad because the only thing you got to compare it to is high-end PCs. You are put in a place where you got to compare your console with the high-end PC now. So there is no more console war. The one thing that Phil Spencer wanted to get rid of, he did it, and he did it early. Yep. So show Phil Spencer. Show the leaders of Xbox that you listen to them. Don't come out here and entertain nonsense anymore. And I'm not just talking to y'all, I'm talking to me too. Build your community up. We've had an era long enough now where it's more moving on now. We can no longer talk VHS talk. It's not our fault that we're moving, but embrace it. Embrace it. Learn what's going on so you can come out here and you don't sound ancient. You don't sound silly. They be begging for our games, man. Look, they got caught out here.
Hey, New Legal. Isn't there a petition? Isn't there a petition that they want Sea of Thieves?
Didn't
they call diabetic gaming, the cracking is lacking? Now they want Sea of Thieves on their system. Now they asking, there's a petition actually begging for Sea of Thieves.
Listen, man. Listen, man.
I'm sorry. Is lesbian revenge stories not good enough for you no more? Is Assassin's Creed in feudal Japan not good enough for you no more? Huh?
Right.
Huh? Right. I can't hear you. Oh, the word innovation. The word innovation, which Phil Spencer believes in. Diversity. Oh, now you want some new games. Now you want new experiences because everybody else is playing them except you.
It's like my man Technoblast said. The simple answer and the simple solution to that is buying an Xbox.
There it is.
You listen, man. It's always a boomerang effect, right? But I haven't seen the Xbox community go to great lengths like that. I don't see the Xbox community out here bothering developers, trying to make petitions and join us and in this legacy of wanting to get this game.
I don't see that. And actresses that's in the game. It's insane.
Now let me say this. Let me say this to commend my Xbox community. What that shows to me is that the real Xbox community is proud to be in what it is.
Yes, sir.
It's proud to be in the Xbox community. We don't sit around here. What that shows me is that those PlayStation fans are not content with what Sony's giving them. And so instead of feedback into them, well, you're the ones that don't play these multiplayer games. How are you going to ask for something that your community don't do, that doesn't indulge in? So one, there's got to be either a disconnect or it's just silliness. That's why I said at some point, You gotta stop paying attention to it. At some point, don't let it bother you. Bother the games that are being sent to y'all. Bother them. Play them. Showcase them. Because this has been a long week. We've seen it all, man. Yep. I can't believe it. I'm like, man, we go from up here to over there, from over there to over here, to over there. And I'm like, man, the industry is really messed up about Xbox. And listen, y'all, you can take me out of this conversation, right? You can take the general out of this conversation, right? But when are we going to finally get some real Xbox fans to actually be shown for Microsoft? That's my question. About it, bro. When? I understand that it's the industry, but we've seen it before. You want to know what made Upload Studios great to me, man? Because it was your everyday average kids. Yep. It was your everyday normal kids, and they were out there making gaming great. I've seen a lot of flip-floppers, man. I've seen people that came right off of Upload Studios. And to me, they just look, okay, put it like this. There's enough of the neutral stuff for Xbox. Why? Here's my thing. Why is it that when somebody has to represent Xbox, they got to be neutral? What is that, man? Can y'all help me out on that, man?
I don't know what that is, man. I have no idea.
Xbox person who is happy to be. I don't understand that, man. Like, I don't get it. It's almost like if you're repping just Xbox, man, you're not real, or you don't reflect the industry. What are you talking about? Look, man.
You know what? We don't need to be a part of that industry, though. We can be on our own planet Xbox. We can be what we want to be. They're the ones. They're the ones that's stuck in the past. We the ones that's moving to the future, and they hate it. And let me tell you something else, illegal. I'm gonna share a secret with you. They fear. They fear. You hear me? You hear me, Xbox family? They fear that Xbox 360 dominance again. They remember when the PS3 was average. They remember when the games ran better on 360. They remember they had to switch up their articles and this and that because the PS2 was so dominant, right? The 360 came and roundhouse kicked them. The 360 was Bruce Lee. You understand? The birth of online gaming as you know it for consoles. They don't want to feel that feeling again. They don't want to feel second place or third place. That's why they act the way they do. That's why they try to convert. That's why they try to do the things that they do, the toxicity, the influencers, and all this. But you can keep running your mouth about Xbox because it's just going to sell more Xbox. Here's another clue for you. Microsoft don't care if you buy an Xbox. Just play the damn games where you want to play them.
Right.
And make sure you buy Gamepass. Because as long as you buy the Game Pass, ladies and gentlemen, you'll always get games.
Right. You know, it's like, I don't get it. Do you think, okay, put it like this. Let me see if I can, if this makes sense, y'all. I'm really trying, man. Mm-hmm. We here, and I'm liking this, man. We here on Planet X. You know, I'm liking the Planet X. We're here, Di-RRec gaming on Planet X. You know, with our Xbox community. I'm gonna try to make sense out of this, and y'all help me, man. Y'all help me. When you go to a car dealership, right, and you pull up, you look at the sign. The sign tells you the name, the brand of the car that they cater to, right? They're catering to that. So when you go to a Porsche, or when you go to a Lincoln, or when you go to a Chevy, Ford, you already know what's at that dealership. Okay, now walk with me, talk with me. Okay, walk with me, talk with me, everybody. When you pull up in a Chevy place, are you looking for a Porsche there?
No.
Now, do you think that they are concerned about selling you a Porsche there? No, they're selling their brand. Now watch this. Where do you find, hear me out, y'all, where do you find the other branded cars at on that dealership? General, answer me that question.
They have
There's
other
only one.
dealerships that deal
No,
with those
listen to
cars.
me. No, listen to me. On that dealership, where would you find the other branded cars at? Where would they be at? If you're thinking too hard, just let me know, because it's really not hard. But I can understand you thinking too hard.
Okay.
If you take it, okay, you give up. Okay, here it is. In the used car lot.
Okay. I was gonna say parking lot. That was my next answer.
In the parking lot. In the used parking lot is the only other area that you're going to see other name brand cars. But here's the key word, y'all. Used. Because some of them might have came in, traded them off, whatever. So watch this. In order to make money off those cars, this is a business, right? What do you think they're going to do? Do you think they're just going to leave them cars there and not make money off of them, even though they're not their brand?
Exactly.
Let me tell you something. They got that car. Right. They got that car, right? Because that person has bought their name brand car and has driven off with their name brand car. But yet they traded this other car in. It's in good shape. You know, we make some final little bit of touches here and there to it. We can resell this car, but watch this, at an extreme low price. Okay, because our concern is not banking off of brands that aren't ours. Okay, so how we get them is we get them with warranties. Because why? Because warranties come straight to us, not the whole initial buy. Hear me out, y'all. This is Gamepass in a way. Do you think Microsoft is worrying about those games on Game Pass that don't come out of the Microsoft studios? Think about it. Game Pass is like their used car lot. Exactly. Within their car lot. They're banking. Anytime you download, the devs are eating. They're eating. Microsoft is banking once you download it. See, the games in Game Pass are already banking because they made it there. Yep. It's not the fact that you play them or not. It's the fact that they make it to Game Pass. Because you think that they just miraculously drop there? No, they are hand selected. Exactly. They are the games that Microsoft thinks the people will look at and try. They're not just putting any game in there. Think about it, y'all. So it's not the fact that these other brands is the concern. No company does that. You're not going to McDonald's asking for a Whopper. So let's stop this, man. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why is it in gaming? And this question has been said to a lot of real Xbox gamers. You hear them on their podcasts and shows. Why is it that the narrative always has to change when it comes to gaming? That is a false doctrine. And that needs to stop. It needs to stop. Because to me, the only reason it was created was to insult the Xbox gamers. It was to belittle us. It was to make us feel like, oh, something is wrong with them because they're true Xbox fans. Nobody else has a wall like that. PlayStation fans don't have a wall like that. And I've been saying it. When will you get on the Xbox show? When they do their little PlayStation event show, State of Play, tell me where you're going to see the word Xbox. Or hear it. No. Not. But why is it? But what? Go on a Nintendo show. When Nintendo does a show, show me a show where you see anything about Xbox or even hear about Xbox. Nowhere. But why is it every time, bro? And when I say every time, that's just in general, because it's like it's just got to be somewhere. But why is it when we have a show, Sony's name has to be brought up? You know why? Or something about what Sony did has to be brought up. When in the real thing, we don't care.
We are the biggest platform, and they use us to promote other stuff, man. It's real deal. Yo, we're the biggest platform, yo. And they don't want to give it up. We are the biggest platform. Xbox is the biggest platform. And they know that. That's why Jeff Keighley and all these other people do this little BS that they do. Because we're the biggest platform, yo. They don't want to give us our plats, but we know what it is. We are the biggest platform.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man, to think that, you know, we have to say something about another brand. You don't, man. You don't. And I hope that, you know, the real Xbox fans gravitate to that. There's nothing wrong with it, man. But just understand this: you are not the majority.
Yeah.
I used to wonder, man, myself, man, what is it? People come in with good intentions for Xbox.
Yeah.
They always start out, right? Good intentions for Xbox. But watch them. All you got to do is look. Something always usually happens, and then they switch. The reason they switch, or the reason they start doing this propaganda stunts, the reason they no longer start speaking our language is because they get industry utilized. They turn into the industry. And when they turn into the industry, they have to start talking industry. They have to start, you know, and you know it, because your voice is no longer is what's being talked about. See, the things that you guys talk about are no longer. See, I'm here to tell y'all right now, the day I stop talking y'all language, get rid of us.
Yep.
Call us out and get rid of us.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, we're not built to switch up. There was money involved in this. There's no switching up here. That's what I'm letting y'all know, man. There is no switching up. There's no gimmicks here. We're going to talk what we talk. I'm going to talk what I see. And it's only going to come from the streets, man, within the Xbox community. Now, if things are negative, we're going to talk about it. If things are positive, we're going to talk about it. But we're not stupid, man. We see things. The reason why, like I said, a lot of stuff don't get heard is because y'all don't have platforms.
Exactly.
And it seems like when people talk, they're talking for you. But they're not talking for you. They're talking for them. You see all these little gimmicks, man. I'm telling y'all. I'm not the only one that sees that. I'm not the only one that sees it. So I can say what I say, man. I say what I say. I'm big enough to say what I say. There's no punks over here, man. But at the same time, y'all never see legal out there acting toxic. Y'all never see legal out here attacking people. Y'all never see that. The thing that they don't like about legal is I'm strong in my stance. I'm a fan of my Xbox brand. So I speak on my Xbox brand. I try to build it up. That's what they don't like. Man, you don't have to say anything. All you have to do, and I got an example right now on my Twitter feed. All you got to do is show something of Xbox, man. You ain't got to say nothing. And you're going to get some negativity. So we can stop with the BS, acting like you have to be toxic. You don't have to be toxic for them to hate on you. You don't even have to talk negative about another brand for them to hate on you. All you got to do is bring up something with Xbox. Make it Xbox related and watch what happens.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. And at this point, it's just getting old because there's really nothing else to talk about. You can't talk about something that's not on your level and try to compare it. Look, the opposition wants you to. They want you to stay locked in on them because, like I said, bad press is good press. As long as you bringing up PlayStation some kind of way, to them, that's satisfaction to them. When you're no longer talking about it because it's not really anything to talk about, they don't have nothing to go off of. Look, Sony's been quiet off of them for 2 years. The main you want to know what the main topic of PlayStation 5 is right now? A freaking controller, bro.
Oh, the DualSense. Yeah.
A controller. That's the talk of the town. Can you imagine? We're in a place right now where Sony's PlayStation brand isn't even talking about video games. Think about that. Their main topic isn't even video games anymore. It's a controller. That's incredible. When you think about the 360 degrees out of both companies, and you want to know what's funny? It's no matter if Microsoft had great games or not, they stayed giving us games. They stayed pushing. Microsoft came to all their E3s, regardless if they had heavyweight titles or not. They came. And you know what they said? We do this because we do this so that our fans can see that we're committed to them.
Yep.
That's a different outlook.
Fans, man. They do it for the fans.
They do it for us, man. Look, I don't have to salute Neil Druckmann. I don't have to salute him. I don't play his games. I don't have to salute some dev that I don't play his games. I ain't got to salute Sucker Punch. I ain't got to salute them so that somebody will feel like, oh, man, well, you know, he's cool. Bro, I'm cool regardless if I salute him or not. What saluting them, it doesn't make me no cooler or not saluting them. But for some reason, as an Xbox fan, you need to be considerable from all platforms. They don't consider us. So why is it that we always got to go out extra mile to bring them up? They don't bring us up. That's my question. Why come we can't just be proud about Planet X? We're on Planet X. We're not bothering nobody. We're chilling. Look, some of us are multi-console gamers, but why do we need to talk about it? You can't find the new legal gamer tag on a Switch. I have a Switch, but who cares? I don't game over there. The new legal, you're not going to find the new legal over there. So why do I need to bring it up? They say they listen to us, but do they listen to us? That's what the channel is about. We're hoping they listen. The more you guys comment, it gets highlighted because I want them to see. They say your voices are important. Okay, let's test it. Don't say one thing, Microsoft, and then we don't see it because we see it. We knew that you put out that early build for Halo Infinite. We're students of the game. What we had to do was prove it. That's a damn shame that we had to do that. But we're in a community that's always dog blasting you. But then you do stuff like you let Jeff Keighley host a pre-show and he couldn't even put Xbox fans on the show to talk about.
Yeah, but you know what, man? But you know what, man? All that strategy, though, man. You know what I'm saying? All that strategy. Because you want to keep it real from a business perspective. Xbox wants those gamers talking about Xbox because they know us already are talking about Xbox. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What's the reward?
And it's like, right? Even though we don't like it, because I don't like it, you know what I'm saying? It's just that you do want the other side, and I mean the other side is the whatever you want to call it, the haters, the flip-floppers, PC elitists, people that got Pokemon hats and hold on to their Zelda pillows. You want them talking about Xbox because it influences their audience. That's what it's about.
Right. That's the hope. I'm glad. You know what? At all fairness, that's the hope, y'all. Yeah. That's truly the hope. That's what I said. You have to sometimes be able to sell. That's why I was using that strategy as well. There's gonna be at times. Okay, I'm the advocate. The general just played into it and he nailed it. Okay, but let me play the devil's advocate. This is why you see things like that, because let's go back and give Microsoft its respect. They are not a $1 trillion empire for no reason. Exactly. They make gambles. And like I said, y'all, in the beginning, when people start talking, sometimes bad press is good press. You talked about something that was an old build. So did you see the new build today? Have you seen Halo Infinite lately? Oh, you're speaking on something that's an early build. Oh, it don't look right. Well, no beep, Sherlock. No beep. What game in its early stages of development looks great, looks fantastical? Tell me. We want to know. Do you have them? Do you have some of them early build games? Showcase them.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the Ghost of Tsushima, it didn't look great when it came out. The Last of Us 2, it didn't look great in its early builds when it came out.
Nope.
You know, none of these games.
Killzone,
None of them. They're
Infamous
early
Second Son,
builds.
they were early builds, and they cried and they praised them, and they, all on IGN, and Sony does it again. You see the BS that goes on? Real BS, man.
It's right, man. It just doesn't make sense, man, anymore. You guys, and like I'm gonna keep saying it, you guys hold the last green gem in that glove.
Yes, sir.
Everything is built. The throne is built. The goblet is built. We have all the stones. The green stone now has been placed. It is finished. But if you're going to let the industry Avengers come in and destroy your green gem, it's up to y'all now, man. It's up to y'all now because y'all build this reality. You the ones that dictate this reality for Xbox. Nobody else does that. The Xbox community is going to do it. You determine who gets heard. You determine who gets spoken to. You determine who you want to who's going to represent y'all. Y'all determine all of that, man.
Exactly.
You guys do, not us. You guys. Let me tell you who the real superstars are. I keep saying it. You guys, not the people with platforms. We're not the superstars. You guys are. Because without you guys, we don't have a platform. It's just as simple as that. So me in general, like I said, man, we think about y'all all the time. We make calls, man. The general will tell you, I couldn't wait for today. That's why it's going a little bit longer, man, because I'm a fan of the general. I like hearing them, y'all. I don't get this from anywhere else. This dude here is hilarious. How he pulled from the gut. This dude didn't call me at 2 o'clock in the morning to be excited at some of the news and stuff he's listened to, and he'll be like, yo, man, I'm writing this stuff down so I don't forget about it because I'm going to bring these topics up. And dude, when you meet somebody like that, y'all, it's hard to not appreciate him. It's hard for me not to appreciate this guy, or it's hard for me not to appreciate you guys when we go live and all y'all pop up. Boom, 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 boom. It's hard to not appreciate that. It's hard. So we look like this. They gonna come in to see us. We gonna give them what they come to see then. We ain't coming here with none of these rumors, and we're not coming in here with the stuff that y'all done heard since Monday. Not doing that. Monday is Monday. Monday 6 days ago. I'm not here to give you 6 days-year-old stuff. I'm here to keep talking this language that we talk as if we was in a big end 360 gaming party with 22 people locked up in there. You gonna hear all kinds of stuff up in them parties, man. And that's all this is. This ain't nothing but an Xbox party. That's all it is. That's all it is, baby. We come in here and we dress things. We come in here and we talk. It's a family reunion on Planet X. Every time we come here, it's a family reunion. We like to reunite with you guys, man, and catch y'all on the week. I've been moving, getting some stuff. I'm making a transition to another home. So I couldn't put that middle show in through the week. That's what me and the general try to do. I try to get him on the weekends because the general, man, he does 2 things, y'all. He works, and then he has to do his independent filming, man. My man actually does that independent filming for real, y'all. That takes a lot of energy out of you, man. So he come in, unless I beg him real hard, but he'll come in on the weekends because he gets that time to rest, and he gets that refreshness. Me on the other end, I try to hit y'all sometime during the week and then come in with the general. So this week, I've really been down and out because I was like, man, I wasn't able to do the show. Been trying to get this stuff, been working these long hours, trying to get into this new home. And I told him about it. I was like, man, at this point, I'm just going to stop trying. I had these ideas, but I was like, I'm gonna let it go because I don't want to just do a show and not be able to bring y'all that proper energy. If I can't bring y'all that proper energy, it's not gonna get made. So I was like, nah, man, they don't deserve that. Our community don't deserve us to be half-stepping with them. They don't half-step with us. They come in here and show support to us. So why are we gonna half-step with y'all? So I told the general, look, man, I can't wait to hear you, bro, because I'm listening to other stuff, but I just ain't getting that same feel, fam. I'm not. I'm a fan of you, man. Like I listen to what you say, bro. Like I listen to you through the week, and I'm bugging. I'm like, I can't wait to hear what this dude got to say. You know, because a lot of times he wants to tell me.
I'm a fan of you too, man. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that.
I feel you, man, because there's times when you call me, man, and you literally excited, and I have to stop him, y'all, because I don't want to be ruined. Yo, just tell me when the show. I hear it when the show, man. But it's hard to find people like that. The general is really, he thinks about y'all a lot, man. Because before we even did this stuff, he was the dude that told me about y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, man, he told me there's a new wave coming. There's a new wave and there's a new attention that people want to hear. They want to hear real Xbox stuff. And he told me that. And he was like, legal, man, I want to be a part of that. That's why the general is here. Hey, that's why he's here. And lo and behold, man, look at these people. I'm sitting here looking at y'all. And man, when I see y'all, I see nothing but the general. That's what I see. He saw this even before I saw this. Y'all have made his day. And man, he does not care. He just wants to put it out there because he knows he's not the only person that thinks like this. It may be a small community, but hey, it is what it is. Because if we get into a big community with all these minds, I'm telling y'all exactly what it's going to end up being. And here it is. It's not going to be an Xbox planet no more. That's just as simple as that. It becomes everything else. And we don't want that. We want to commit to being different. We want to commit to not fitting in. And we want to commit to, hey, if you enjoy us and what we're about, you come over here and enjoy us. That's it. You don't have an option. It's Xbox over here. And we're going to represent it over here. And we do it with passion. We do it with respect. We do it with intelligence. And that's what we do it with, man. We know. We understand. We get it. We got the memo. So we sticking to our roots. We sticking to our guns. We sticking to our community. And we hope that you guys continue to appreciate that. Thank you, General, for coming in today, man. Thanks to everybody that came in today. We had a great time. We're gonna come back next week following up with me. I may have a little special guest. I don't know. I'm gonna try to work on it. But definitely next weekend, it was me and the General back at it again like we do. And we can't wait to see you guys every single time. Shout outs to the Twitter team. Shout outs to the Instagram team. Shout outs to the Xbox community. Shout outs to everybody in the party chats down here, man. Most importantly, shout outs to my man, the General, man. And we here representing Di-RRec Gaming, the home of the Xbox community. To everybody who really enjoys what we do and what we're about, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. Follow us, man. Hit the alarm. Stay ready whenever we lace our boots up and we're ready to come in. Stay ready with us, man. And keep building up on this great Xbox community. Your voice matters here. Y'all voices matter here. We want to see the best of the best comments within the Xbox community. Our goal is to hopefully somebody sees y'all. Somebody sees this great Xbox community. They go back and they read y'all. If they say what they say, they will consider what you guys are saying, and they will consider real Xbox fan voices. That's the whole point of getting this platform up and going. To everybody out there, whether you subscribe or not, thank you for just coming in. Whether you put a like, whether you put a dislike, thank you for showing up. You put the comments in. We're always gracious about that. And whether you subscribe and keep building our channel up, We are very, very humble about that. Thank you all. And until next time, guys, we'll be seeing you soon. Chase that one up. And always, y'all, keep it gaming. This has been the New League on the General, and we out of here.
Xbox, you rock and you don't stop.